Am I the meanest?
Pun's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pun's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pun's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pun's drunk.
Who am I?
Pun's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pun's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
Diablo, señor. Merry Christmas, everybody. Y'all already know this is Punch Roll Boxer, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Oh, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, what a year. What a year that we had this past year. I know the year hasn't ended because, of course, it's going to be ending versus with a fight with USYK versus Joshua Franco. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know Mr. Moonshine and Adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Ay, ay, ay. ¿A dónde que está el perico? Ladies and gentlemen. I think the whole sport of boxing has been a bunch of naughty boys. Naughty has been very naughty. Even the fans have been very naughty, and that's why the fans ain't getting shit. The fans has been so naughty. That's the reason why the fans ain't getting shit from Santa Claus. Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of Grinches in the sport of boxing. There's few Santa Claus. There's few Santa Claus in the sport of boxing. There's just a bunch of Grinches in the sport of boxing. And I want to know who the damn is the Grinch. Who's the man that stole boxing away from us? That's what I want to know. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. If you want to donate to the channel, you already know that. You see the sign right there. Cash App, Punch Run Boxing. Don't leave your super chat. Shit, it's Christmas, damn it. It's Christmas. Where's my goddamn gifts? Shit. Putting work the whole year, and now it's Christmas. I don't get no bonus from y'all motherfuckers. Diablo, son cheap. You ustedes today. Hey, right now. Hey, super chat. No, fuck that shit, man. You know what, PD? Anyway, folks. There's a couple of Grinches here. Now, we all year been talking about Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence. Bud Crawford, the 3th division world champion. Undisputed at 140. And he's still on people's pound for pound list number 1. No. I should have put your ass in pound for pound recess because you haven't had a defining win in a very long time. We just can't keep it on 1 because what you did in 2017 and become undisputed at 140. Even though it's one of the weakest undisputed, we don't want to take that away from you, even though I just did. But anyway, we was talking about Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence. Earl the True Spence, who is 3 belt holder in the welterweight division, never moved up, never moved down. Had a recent car accident. Hope that he's all right. Thought we was gonna get Earl the True Spence versus Keith with Tom Thurman, but I guess he had a car accident. God take a little break. Say he's gonna be back in June. Wow. Every day is Christmas when you're getting paid to what you love to do, says my friends. Good title. Thank you, Santino. Crawford is strong. Ooh, terrible year of boxing in my book. 2022 was the worst. Didn't get the fight that I wanted, but else is new. What else is new? Yeah, I think 2022 has been a very bad year. In terms of the male, because I think the women stepped up. So we can't say it's a bad year, but the women stepped up. And I said that in 2021 that the women were going to be stepping up, y'all. I told you that the women were going to be stepping up. We got a Madison Rayner versus Katie Taylor, Madison Square Garden, New York City, my city, the Mecca. And it was probably the best fight of the year. Like I predicted since this fight was going to be made. We did get Savannah Marshall versus Clarissa Shields. Undisputed. We did get Jessica McCaskill versus Chantel Cameron. We got that. The women been working. The women has been working. We got Ebony Bridges showing her titties all over the place to all the naughty boys. She won her last fight. Natasha Jonas became a champion. She's doing a thing out there in London, England. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. The women had held it down. I told y'all in 2021 what was going to happen this year, that the women was going to hold it down. But because the pandemic was, you know what I'm saying, vanishing from our community and in the community of the sport of boxing, we thought that we was going to get better fights this year than what we had in the past years during the lockdown, during the pandemic and stuff like that. The networks, the managers, the promoters blame it on the pandemic, the reason why we did not get the fights that we deserved. Let's not forget that Mauricio Sudamon also told us, me and you, in Boxing Social, that said that Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney did not happen because they was waiting for after the pandemic so they could get they could get a full arena. And that's the reason why that fight didn't happen. You already know that Ryan Garcia was mandated to fight Devin Haney and stuff like that. And both teams agreed to fight in a later date after the pandemic so they could get the most out of their buck. Oh, this hair going choking on this hair. You said Al Heyman is the Grinch. I put etc. So y'all could choose who y'all want. I got a shape up, you know what I mean? Un Dominicano give Santa Claus shape up. You like it? You like the shape up right here? Looking like Ricky Rose. Hediondo. Anyway. Who else we got here? Who else? Tyson Fury versus, and y'all wonder, some people may wonder why you got Alexander Usyk up in there, Punch. Why you got Alexander Usyk? I mean, he did fight Anthony Joshua. I mean, Tyson Fury fought Dillian White and stuff like that. Great 2 outings, but the reason is that the fans wanted to see the heavyweight undisputed bout. The fans wanted to see the heavyweight undisputed bout, and Tyson Fury finished what he had to do versus Dillian White. Alexander Usyk finished what he had to do versus Anthony Joshua. And Tyson Fury said, let's fight in December. And Alexander Usyk said, I won't be fighting for the rest of the year because I've been in the gym quite for a long time and I need time for my friends and family. So maybe next year. So I hold Alexander Usyk accountable, yes, because we could have had in December 3rd, Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. A lot of people gave Alexander Usyk a pass. I like Alexander Usyk. Top 2 on my pound for pound list. But he said, I would not be fighting again this year. You only fought one time this year, my brother. You telling me that no, and Tyson Fury was willing to fight? There's a date, December 3rd. Or we're gonna get it? We're gonna get a fight? Or we're gonna give the people what they want, the undisputed? And we did not get it because Alexander Usyk decided that he wanted to spend some time with La Familia. 2023. The same thing, almost the same thing with Jose Ramirez, and now he's feeling bad that people's ganging up on him. Hey, yo, smash the like button, bro. What is happening with y'all? Shit. This ain't Christmas Eve. Your Christmas is over. Your Christmas is over. Your Christmas is over. Hey, no support. We could shut it down right now. Hey, yo, don't smash the like button. We could shut it down right now. If it ain't gonna be. Hey, yo. Hey, present. Where's the present? I know I'm Santa Claus today, but where's the present? Where's the super chat? No. I've been working all year. Y'all ain't gonna be cheap on the day of giving now. Shit, might be my last week. I'm saying it right now, might be my last week. Y'all support is cheap. Y'all support been cheap the fucking whole year. I'll tell you that. What up? Smash the like button. No, I pidi, yo pidi. Like my shape up? Yeah, like my lineup? Anyway. Coño, me parezco como Jesucristo. But anyway, what we got? So, Alexander Usyk needs to take accountability for us not to have a good fourth quarter year. We could have had again. Could you blame Tyson Fury? I don't know. But once you let A side, I believe the Tyson Fury is the A side. Does the A side have some type of accountability to entice the B side to give them a deal that they just can't resist? Huh? It's like, yeah. It's like, I believe Bud Crawford. I believe it's a Bud Crawford's fault that he got out of the negotiation table. You know what I'm saying? But is it supposed to be Earl the Truth Spence responsibility is to go at and seek what he wants? I mean, Canelo Alvarez did it with Caleb Plant. He left the zone and went to PBC and to seek what he wants. He shall find, you seek, and you shall find. If you are a network free agent and you say you a boss, I didn't have a problem with Earl Spence moving to BOK and get that fight when they said that they had $25 million a piece. Why you ain't move? So both of these guys need to take accountability, responsibility for the boxing world, not to get what we all wanted, not to get what their legacy wants, to enhance their legacy. The primary fight of the sport of boxing was Earl the Truth Spence versus Bud Crawford, and damn it, both of them failed. Both of them was the goddamn Grinch. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. What is it? Nobody getting to know what's going on. Hold on. Everybody in church or something? Everybody in church or something. Let me see where we at here. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You're getting cool for Christmas if you don't smash a like button. You too. Yeah, motherfucker. Let me see how many like buttons over here, bro. For real, man. Man, motherfucker, putting money to the side and shit like that. Let me see. Hold on, man. 14 likes. We got 22 watching. Come on, man. Come on, dogs. Come on, man. That's some cheap ass motherfucker. Only 12. Like, damn, Ruby. I'm telling you, man. People are so fucking lame, bro. That's why this probably gonna be my last week. People are lame in this community. They don't respect the grind. They don't respect the work. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They don't respect the entertainment, man. Halim in the building was good, man. Halim. Spend works for Al, not the other way around. Spend does what Al says, and it should be the other way around. Is what Canelo Alvarez the Grinch because he didn't give you the fight with David Benavidez? Is Jamal Charlo the Grinch because he still haven't fought and we don't even know why he's still not fighting? Is he the Grinch? Huh? Or is it Al Hamon the Grinch because he didn't give us the Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford? Is Al Heyman the Grinch? Huh? Is it Josh Taylor the Grinch because he ain't fought no Jack Catterall and stuff like that and it keeps on pushing back? Is Daniel Kenneham the damn Grinch of boxing? Is it him? Because maybe when shit was going wrong with him and stuff like that and the law enforcement got behind Daniel Kenneham, he had to leave all these fighters, and all these fighters that was his client needed to seek a new management, and that's why a lot of his clients was only fighting one time a year. Who's the goddamn Grinch? Is it the networks? Is it the Zone? Is it Showtime? Is it ESPN? What is it? Is it Sky Sport? Is it BT? Is it Fight? Is it Triller? Who is it? Is it Jake Paul? Who is the Grinch of boxing? Because we ain't getting the goddamn gifts. Is it the fans' fault? Is it the fans? Or is it the fans that even once boxing give us something good, they just don't not satisfy? When they give us Brian Castano and Jamel Charlo, there's only 7,000 people up there. Because they give us Chocolatito and Estrada and this shit don't sell out? Is it because you only bought 120K pay-per-view for Sean Porter and Bud Crawford, and then it leads to this year, and the Tim Smith of PBC said that the reason why we don't get Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford because of economics? Is it us that's destroying the sport of boxing? Is it the quote-unquote hardcore boxing fans that every time there's something good or a respectable champion, we look and we seek anything to devalue them, disrespect them, and act like they ain't do shit? Is it us? Is it the hardcore boxing fans? I see the hardcore boxer fans hating on Canelo. I see the hardcore boxer fans hating on Tio. I see the hardcore boxer fan hating on Loma. I see the hardcore fans hating on Fury. I see the hardcore boxer fan hating on now. Oh, yeah, you know it. The 3 division world champion, currently undisputed in the bantamweight, being Paul Butler and stuff like that, knocking out. Don't need to donate early this year. And people are saying, he ain't beat nobody. Every time a champion does something, the hardcore boxer fans say, he ain't beat nobody. He ain't doing nothing. But look at his resume. Is it us that devalue our own sport? And the reason why we ain't getting shit is because the hardcore boxer fan is kind of being too naughty to the fighters. Or we being naughty to the fighters because they're not giving us what we want to see. Smash the like. Jaime Munguia is the Grinch. Is it Jaime Munguia? Huh? We sure know that Shakur Stevenson ain't no Grinch. Huh? We sure know that he ain't no Grinch. Devin Haney fought George Kambosos twice. He ain't no Grinch. Virgil Ortiz only fought 1 time this year. Unacceptable. Boots Ennis only fought 1 time this year. Unacceptable. Jamal Charlo ain't fought this year. Unacceptable. Boo Boo ain't fought this year. Unacceptable. We got to see Baturbia fight. Dimitri Bivol might be fighter of the year. Jamel Charlo, the performance of the year. Katie Taylor, Samantha Serrano, the fight of the year. Even Tyson Fury fought twice this year. There's too many showcase fights in the sport of boxing, y'all. Too many exhibitions and showcase fights and not too many 50-50 fights. Randy. Dímelo, Ponche. Merry Crima. Oh, Merry Crima. Randy, mira, la gente aquí son cheap y ni quiere ser un member. Hey, y'all want to become a member to Punch Drunk Boxing or no? And join my friend, Randy Hernandez. Huh? No. Let me know right now. If you don't like a Pote Drunky, we cut everything off. That's it. I delete the channel, deactivate it. Lo fuimos de aquí. We talk about basketball. We talk about the Lakers and the Knicks. Kalen Plant KO of the year. Kalen Plant KO of the year. That's why I have it. I have it. Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, fight of the year. Performance of the year. Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castaño. The fighter of the year may be Dimitri Bivol by being Canelo Alvarez, the 4 division world champion, currently super middleweight, undisputed, former light heavyweight champion. Then beat Insulto Ramirez, regarded as probably the 3rd best in the light heavyweight division. Beat him up. Who else? Makabu ain't get his shot. I feel sorry for Makabu. Makabu ain't get his shot. Makabu ain't get his shot. Tank Davis is the Grinch. Tank Davis fighting too many showcase fights. Fighting Rolly that should have never been a fight. Was the Pitbull Cruise this year or last year? I think the Pitbull Cruise was this year or last year? No, that was last year. Pitbull Cruise was last year. Right? Yeah, it was last year. Before definitely fighter of the year. Yeah. I think I got before fighter of the year. Yeah. I got fighter of the year. Hold on, let me see something. We running low out here, man. We running low. Hold on. What we pick up? Let's see. Let me see the percentage. We got 32 people that only voted. 21 people that only voted. Let's see who we pick. 47% of the people pick Bud Crawford or Earl Spence is the Grinch of boxing. But I wanted to do a single, right? I wanted to say Bud Crawford. Is it Bud Crawford or Earl the True Spence? Because people feel like it was Bud Crawford's fault and other people feel like it was Earl Spence fault. I think it's boxing is purposely trying to destroy their own sport. Like even look at me, y'all. Look at me. I'm Santa Claus. I am forced to just pull anything out of my fucking ass to do a fucking content because boxing ain't giving us shit. Look at me. This is how boxing got me right now. Ah, como un payaso ahora. Shout out to all the boxing content creators. I don't give a damn if we cool or not. Shout out to all the boxing content creators because I know for sure boxing ain't giving us nothing to talk about. Shout out to the people that tune into. Shout out to the subscribers and the followers and the viewers and stuff like that. Shout out to all the boxing content creators because I know boxing ain't giving us nothing to really talk about. And we got to just create. And that's why we're boxing creators, content creators. We got to create. Who's fighting this week? I mean, the NFL got a bunch of football games. Hey, Rocky Balboa fought in Christmas versus Drago. We could have had a fight this Christmas. You could have gave us a goddamn present. Huh? Rocky Balboa fought Drago in Moscow. And he won. And he gave an incredible speech 37 years ago. Randy Hernandez, thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Certain people that just appreciate Punch, man, and Randy, man. For real, brother, for real. Thank you, Punch, for all the great content this year. God bless you and your family and appreciate all you do, my brother, man. Thank you, man. That means a lot to me, brother. The comment means a lot to me, bro. Because in all honesty, bro, in all honesty, this is work. This is work. And when you put value in the work and people support you that way or donate to the channel so you could keep on going, so you don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, damn, it's a waste of time and I'm putting my family to a side, and is it worth doing it? At this point, I'm almost 4.5 years in. You know what I'm saying? I sacrifice a lot of time, bro. I sacrifice a lot of time. A lot of times I ain't put the babies to sleep so I could go live. And there's just certain people that be like, you know what, man, is it worth it? Like, what the fuck? Thank you, Randy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being a member as well, man. Ekrima, everybody. What happened? Randy knows the value of Pote Drunky. What about you? Huh? Oh, you just want to make you want me to make you laugh and stuff like that for free every time. Diablo, da un penny, da algo. Un cup of coffee, da un pesito, algo. Ustedes son cheapy today, yeah. Feliz Navidad, feliz. No estoy feliz ahora, pero déjalo así. Déjalo así. Is it Canelo Alvarez by saying that he won't fight Mexican fighters? Is he a Grinch for that? That he won't fight Mexican fighters and that's all we did. He rather fight Triple G? Why he ain't get the PBC contract? Is that the Grinch? Well, did we ask for Dimitri Bivol though? Even though that it was the same fight, but let's be honest, let's be real. I like Canelo Alvarez. Y'all know I've been pumping Canelo Alvarez shit. I've been in wars out here, wars of words, wars of content out here in the YTBC, pumping Canelo Alvarez and you know what I'm saying, being supportive. But we didn't ask for no Dimitri Bivol fight. And we sure ain't asked for no Triple G trilogy fight. And even though that it was more competition and it was more risky for Canelo Alvarez to fight Dimitri Bivol, the fans been asking for Charlo and Benavidez way more than a Dimitri Bivol fight. So was he the Grinch? Even though that he strived to be great, go back up, fight the younger, because he was getting critiqued when he fought Sergey Kovalev. I say you beat the washed up Kovalev. You know, I don't believe he was washed up. He came out of a knockout win versus Anthony Yarde. That's gonna be facing Baturbi if it's something like that. So I bet Baturbi beat Anthony Yarde, then it'll be all good. But when Sergey Kovalev beat Anthony Yarde, then it was nothing. Is it that? Is Canelo Alvarez a Grinch? Out of all the things that he's done in the past year, but we're talking about this year, is he the Grinch of boxing? Maybe not him directly, but because Canelo Alvarez is active and everybody wants the Canelo Alvarez Willy Wonka ticket or the opportunity to enhance their legacy by fighting probably the greatest boxer of this era in Canelo Alvarez. maybe it puts everybody's career on halt. And maybe the managers and advisors and the networks do not want to risk it with these other fighters because they're waiting for the potential fight that they could have with Canelo Alvarez to bring that big money. Is the networks, is the managers, the promoters, the Grinch of boxing? Because even though that Canelo Alvarez didn't choose the package deal of PBC, could David Benavidez' team should have made him an individual deal to Canelo Alvarez? David Benavidez should have been tight. Like, y'all only approaching Canelo Alvarez. He's only going to fight me if he fights Jamal Charlo. How about not the Jamal Charlo fight? Just give him a contract that just says David Benavidez. But he said he don't want to fight Mexican fighters. So it's Canelo Alvarez the Grinch. Is the fans the Grinch of boxing? And is the reason why Jake Paul could come to the sport of boxing, steal everybody else's budget, be active, and Jake Paul is probably keeping more eyeballs in the sport of boxing than any other boxer. Jake Paul is keeping the eyes in the sport of boxing better and more than anybody else in the sport of boxing. I know this. You know why? Because my friends that don't really pay attention to the sport of boxing, the only time that they want to talk boxing to me, they be like, what do you think about Jake Paul? And what you think about Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis? That's all they say. The casuals don't even come up to me and be like Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know who they are. Dímelo, 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 Mr. Moonshine, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. You like it, the Santa Claus shape up? It's very, very good, right? Mrs. Claus, le voy a pegar este bicho en la boquita de ella. I can't blame Canelo so much for a fight versus Bivol because he was seeking history. I blame him for fighting Triple G. That was a waste. There's too many showcase fights. Gervonta Davis fighting a bunch of showcase fights. Even look, I respect Hector Luis Garcia, but you know he's getting picked to fail. They might not see it as a tune-up, but they know that this was a tune-up. This ain't no threat to Gervonta Davis. I don't give a damn what anybody's saying. Y'all know it. Y'all know this is not no threat. Real American fan in the building. What's good, man? Only American fans, not UK or Mexican fans. What's good, brother? Maybe it's way more Grinches in the sport of boxing than people that actually give and give, but there is good in the sport of boxing. The women, I said, like I just mentioned earlier, Bam Rodriguez beating Cuadras, beating Rung. His career is not walking on eggshells. You know what I'm saying? I mean, George Camboso, got to give him credit. He gave Devin Haney a shot. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily went back to Australia. Get him an easy fight, get him an easy money, easy payday, and stuff like that. And he picked Devin Haney. So you got to give him credit for that as well. Got to give credit to George Camboso. He could have easily get a voluntary bout and do whatever he wanted to do. Got to give him credit for that. Got to give Devin Haney credit for being George Camboso as well. Who else? Who else is doing good? Who is doing good? He ain't no Grinch. Who else is doing good, y'all? We already said Jamal Charlo. Even though that I like Virgil Ortiz and Bruce Ennis, they didn't fight enough this year. They're young. They're not champions. They should be fighting one time this year. That's unacceptable. So I can't even vouch for them like that. David Benavidez, how many times David Benavidez fought this year? Once or twice? Was it once? Now, look, 2023 sounds that it's going to be good. 2023 sounded like it's going to be good. But that just sounds good. David Benavidez versus Kalen Plant. But where's the date? Where's the site? Where's the date? Where's the site? Earl Spence versus Keith Tom Thurman. Where's the date and where's the site? Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Where's the date and where's the motherfucking site? Nah, man. I don't believe these fights was happening anyway. We just spent a whole year talking about Bud Crawford, Earl the True Spence and shit. We got Bud Crawford versus David Avenesian and BOK Prime. They treating all these fighters like their own concert. There's a bunch of showcase fights. And this is why we got to preserve those fighters that's actually giving the sport what it needs, their legacy what it needs. But even great fighters get dissed by the hardcore boxing fan. This is why I was saying to the people, stop dissing Canelo Alvarez, stop dissing guys like Teofimo Lopez, don't diss Shakur Stevenson, don't diss these guys, don't diss Alexander Usyk, don't diss these guys, because they at least giving their legacy and giving boxing what it needs and is holding the moral of boxing. But if you go always complain about the fighters that's actually going for legacy, then these fighters going to turn into the fighters that y'all don't like. Guys ain't going for legacy. Dímelo, mi hermano, dímelo. Jesse Rodriguez fight of the year. I think it's Dimitri Bivol, but Bam Rodriguez is doing this thing. I didn't even want him to go back down. I want him to stay right there. I want Bam Rodriguez, forget about going back to 112, fight Juan Francisco Estrada. And I think that he could win. Stay at 115. Because now if you go back down, it makes me feel like you were trying to be a weight bully. So don't do that. I don't want Bam Rodriguez to go back down to 112. He don't need to. He's already doing his thing in 115. He beat Rung. How can you beat a guy like Rung and then go back down? Nah. That's like when Mikey Garcia moved up. Let's say he would have beaten Keith Thurman. Instead of fighting Earl Spence, he would have beaten Keith Thurman and then go back to 140. I say you made a mark. You stamp yourself in the welterweight division. You just can't go back down. Who's the Grinch? Steady gains in the building. Good looking out with a super chat, my brother. Al Heyman is the Grinch. Merry Christmas, Punch. Any word on T.O. Prograis date? No date as well. You know they just finished the fight and stuff like that. And no negotiations yet. But of course they're going to be talking about it. Had a meeting this week. They're going to be talking about it. Teofimo Lopez and Regis Prograis is going to have the good chance to negotiate the deal and see what if both of these guys are going to be happy. I think both of these fighters are willing to take the fight. Teofimo Lopez already said that he'll take the same deal. Yet we got to see if the same deal's on the table or is a better deal. But it's going to be if there's going to be an issue, it's going to be between Richard Schaefer and Bob Arum and Top Rank. Has nothing to do with the fighters. I know Regis Prograis will fight Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez already told your boy, Mr. Moonshine, that I'm ready to go. Ain't nothing stopping him to becoming a two-division undisputed champion of the world, the only male in the history of the sport of boxing. Yeah, recognized by Punch Brun Boxing. Good looking out. Al Heyman. I'm hearing a lot of Al Heyman is the Grinch of boxing. Let me see. Al Heyman. Let me see why Al Heyman is the Grinch of boxing. Let's see. Why is he the Grinch of boxing? They did have a deal in with time. Wait. Think about this. Just hold up. Wait a minute. On the Al Heyman is the Grinch. Let me bring you a couple of things that happened this year. Bud Crawford agreed on all the terms to fight Earl the True Spence. That's number one. So Bud Crawford, him pulling out of that negotiation was for him to get some easy money versus David Avenesian, and now he want to come back into the table. Let's not forget that he agreed on Al Heyman's proposal. Also, it was Golden Boy after they agreed on the fight. Jaime Munguia and Jamar Charlo signed up for the fight. Jaime Munguia signed up for the fight, and it was Golden Boy Promotion who pulled the plug off of Jamar Charlo versus Jaime Munguia. So we could have had two good fights and one fighter that the fans of boxing are very frustrated about. They would have never been frustrated. Let's not forget this, folks. You cannot blame Al Heyman for giving that PBC deal to Canelo Alvarez that had Jamar Charlo and David Benavidez. So let's keep this in mind. That Al Heyman had a deal for Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez. Canelo Alvarez chose to go to the zone. Al Heyman had a deal for Jaime Munguia versus Jamar Charlo. Jaime Munguia and Golden Boy Promotion chose to leave after both teams have agreed. And they said, well, bring the zone in. And they said no. And Showtime said no. That's the fault of Golden Boy Promotions. Now, I think that Al Heyman is actually trying to give us something, and the other side is the one that's walking away. So we could have had Canelo David Benavidez. We could have had Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence. And we could have had Jamar Charlo versus Jaime Munguia. So, folks, I'm sorry, but Al Heyman is not the Grinch in my opinion. I'm sorry. Those are the facts. Or am I lying? Gabe Lopez said, Al Heyman the Grinch for putting fights on pay-per-view that are hard to sell. If why did pay-per-view move the fight? Look, if it's about pay-per-view, that's understandable. But he did set up a couple of pay-per-view fights, though, that I don't think we had no problems in paying for. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know that we asked for Canelo Alvarez versus Jamar Charlo more than we asked Canelo Alvarez versus Dimitri Bivol. Let's be honest. Let's be clear. We know that we asked for Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez more than Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G and Dimitri Bivol. Let's be clear. We all know we wanted Jaime Munguia to step up, and he had a chance to step up. And Canelo Alvarez offered Jamar Charlo, which both of these fighters did sign. So it's not Jaime Munguia's fault, it's Golden Boy Promotions' fault. Al Heyman also gave a deal in which Bud Crawford actually agreed on all the terms, and Bud Crawford pulled out. So how can I say that Al Heyman is the Grinch? How can I say that? Pay-per-views? Okay. But how can I really say that he's the Grinch? Al Heyman is the Grinch for not getting Spence a shot at Undisputed. Maybe. But this, do we want to hold Al Heyman accountable, or do we want to hold Earl Spence accountable for saying that he's a boss, for saying that he's a network free agent? And him, remember, Al Heyman works for Spence. Spence don't work for Al. We heard Earl Spence also say that I'm sticking with Al. Me and Al was like this. No, Earl Spence, you and your legacy should be like this. Fighters come and go. You leave, Earl and Al Heyman get somebody else. Okay? That's the problem. That these fighters forget that they don't work for the managers. The manager works for them. So when Bud Crawford calls up Earl Spence and say, hey, yo, we got money on this side, my brother. And Earl Spence, well, I got to go check it with Al Heyman. And then Al Heyman said he ain't going to let nobody get this fight. It's Earl Spence's job to say, hey, yo, Al, give me that fight by any means necessary. I'm going to be okay. Give me that fight. You my manager. I don't give a damn what deal that you have with Showtime and what I want. You get my 10% or my 20% from me. All right? Give me that fight. I got to hold Earl Spence accountable because he's the one that said that he is a boss. See, but I think that Earl Spence is more invested in just not himself, but also his company with Showtime, Al Heyman. That's why we got the Frank Martin versus Michel Rivera. PBC fighters praise Al Heyman like he's God. That's true. Al knew what it would take to get the Undisputed fight done. He's made the biggest recent fights. Earl shares blame with his blindsided crap. Is Earl Spence the Grinch of boxing? He's the A side. He need to make that fight happen. He's the A side. Ain't nobody was standing in his way not to go to BOK. Ain't nothing was standing in his way. And we understood that the money was real. And look, a lot of people be like, but ain't get no $10 million. You ain't never going to know how much money. It's never going to be reported in the sport of boxing. It's never going to be reported the actual money that these guys make. Even remember that time where Earl Spence was tipsy on that Showtime, and these guys and he was trying to insinuate like, I don't know how much money I get. So let's bring it back to Bud Crawford. Yeah, I don't know how much he got. He probably got $10 million. They're not gonna report $10 million to the commission to get that percentage. Yeah, I don't know the sport of boxing when it comes to that. Just cause supposed to be Al only gets 10%. That why they DK love him. Shit, I don't know. Maybe maybe le está pegando el dedo a la nalga de esa gente. Eso es. Que son palomos. Son sucios ellos. Maybe he's wet willing the butthole. I don't know, man. I don't know. I could tell you this. I'm giving Al the benefit of the doubt that he's not the Grinch of boxing. I gotta hold Earl Spence more accountable because he said, now if he was a fighter that said, I fight whoever they put in front of me, I got no control over my career. If Earl Spence would have came out like that and said, I got no control of my career, I fight whoever they. You see Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia always say, man, I just fight whoever they put in front of me. You see Keith Thurman, he'd be like, I'm a yes man. So that means he ain't no boss. But Earl Spence portray himself like he's a boss, so he got to take accountability like a boss. Motorsports, what's good, bro? If Al Heyman wanted this fight and was confident in Earl, he would have did everything in his power to get Spence that fight. True. But Earl Spence would have done everything in his power to make sure that Al Heyman give him that fight because Al Heyman works for Earl Spence, and Earl Spence said that he was a boss. See, I hear it all. Thank you, Motorsport. I'm not saying that we're not going to hold Al Heyman accountable, but we got to hold Earl Spence that claimed that he was a boss accountable. Because other guys, they praise Al Heyman, but some of the guys don't perceive themselves like a boss. I just stated right now. Keith Thurman says, I'm a yes man. What did that mean? He's a yes man. If you're a boss, you just the man. He's letting you know that he only moves when Al Heyman said moves. He only fight when Al Heyman says, here's the names. Now go fight. You gonna fight in Fox? You gonna fight in Showtime? Danny Garcia says, I'll fight whoever they put in front of me. Earl Spence says, I ain't gonna fight no tuna. Earl Spence told Bud Crawford in his face, I'm a boss. I don't answer to nobody. You got to answer to Bob Arum. Let's not forget. So I got to take, if you a boss, just like we said with Devin Haney, right? Just like in this channel. He's a promoter. He got a licensed promoter in California. If you're going to petition for a fight, he has the power to petition for a fight in which Tio, Ryan, Tank, these guys can't do. They may have a promotional company, but he's a licensed promoter. Even the loser trying to be on a microphone to think. El pastor de boxeo, dímelo, MMA TV production. What's good, my brother? What's good? Everybody go subscribe to MMA TV production. What's good? Merry Krima, everybody. Merry Krima. Yeah, I got my shape up and shit like that. You look at the shape up. Mira la lineup. Está bien. He's a Dominican. I go from the North Pole to New York City in Washington Heights to give me a shape up because you know how Dominicans are the best barbers and shit. But yeah, man, the Grinch. It might be Earl Spence, but the front runner would be Bud Crawford. Because at least Earl Spence gave us Ugas. At least Alexander Usyk gave us Anthony Joshua fight. At least Tyson Fury gave us Dillian White and Derek Chisora. Even though the Derek Chisora probably in America, they ain't even all that. But in the UK, for the UK people, Derek Chisora is respected. Joyce, Parker, great fight. You know what I'm saying? Bam Rodriguez did his thing. Tio Sando Martin, the guy that beat Mikey Garcia. 3 weeks notice. George Cambosa fought Devin Haney. Devin Haney fought George Cambosa and beat and went to Australia. Got to give him credit for that. Shakur Stevenson beat Kansu Kao. Jamel Charlo, Brian Castano, they give it undisputed. The ladies did their thing. Bud Crawford, 35 years old. 35 years old, he's still giving us showcase fights. Bud Crawford, 35 years old still, giving a showcase fight. And that showcase fight that he gave was all on him. He had the boxing world in the palm of his hands to not only enhance his legacy, put more respect on his legacy in the welterweight division. The primary fight in the welterweight division versus Earl Spence, the undisputed fight, the Hearns versus Hagler, the Frazier versus Ali. He dropped the ball. He said, El Pastor de Boxeo has lost it. Oh, no. No, there you lost it, motherfucker, okay? Boxing has lost it. What the hell are we supposed to do? Mira como boxing me tiene como un payaso with the Santa Claus outfit because ain't nothing to really talk about. Even Manny Pacquiao get back in the ring this year. Even Floyd Mayweather got back in the year this year. Exhibitions and showcases is what's leading the sport of boxing. Exhibitions and showcases. I just got to give a thanks to even KSI is as active as the elite fighters today. You don't believe there's no Grinches? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a short live. I'm going to drop a video about who's the Grinch and probably just going to make my decision how it is. Everybody that's tuning in, Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great holiday with your family, friends. The kiddos got what they want. Your significant other is satisfied. Your mommy and daddy's doing good. Health is good. But I'm going to tell you like this. Jesus Christ is the best gift you can have. Have God in your heart. Build your relationship with God Almighty. Remember, the only race is the human race. We're sons and daughters of the Most High, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. The best thing you could do, the best investment you could do is have God in your heart. Shout out to all the subscribers, the supporters, the followers, the haters. God bless you and your family. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Probably got a surprise interview with somebody I may like or somebody I may hate.